Welcome back to the channel, guys. Not Jones here. Today's video is a little bit different, but actually is what I really wanted to do from the start of this channel when I first made it. Today's my birthday. I'm on the beach enjoying myself. It's amazing, sun's out. But let's get straight into it. Why do we hate our birthdays? Or why do we hate the time when birthdays are coming round? It's supposed to be a celebration of life, the day you were born, but sometimes when your birthday is coming around, you get that feeling of doom, that feeling of unaccomplishment, that feeling of failure sometimes. It's something that a lot of people feel, you know? So I just wanted to talk about, like, why do we feel this, especially from like a male point of view. And usually we feel this because we feel like the year's gone by, we haven't achieved our goals, we haven't gotten to the place we wanted to get to, we haven't been praised, and we haven't made enough money, we essentially haven't reached the goals that we set to reach, or we feel like we're not on track to hit the goals that we set to reach. And you have to understand that that's fine. That happens in life. It's all part of life. So I want whoever's watching this to understand that it's actually a normal part of life, and the best thing I do is do my best to really talk to myself to just overcome that. Sometimes you have to be your biggest promoter. You know when Drizzy is saying in Give Me a Hug, where goes, because I always imagine him doing this in the mirror, yeah? Where Drizzy's basically like,
take a minute, take a deep breath, have a little bit of patience. Drizzy, you amazing, you the inspiration. You set the bar for the next generation. You Neo in the Matrix.
Sometimes you need to be your biggest supporter. You need to give yourself that pep talk for you to get through the things that you need to get through. All right, because you have to remember that sometimes in this life, you are by yourself and you have to do what's best for you. Because at the end of the day, look, what did Drizzy say and what did I miss?
And nobody cares until they're in front of your tombstone.
He speaks about that, and it just makes me think, yeah, like, they're not going to care until they're at your tombstone. So whilst I'm here now, I might as well do what I've got to do. In Sandra's Rose, he always says flowers never pick themselves.
I'm the chosen one, flowers never pick themselves.
I hear that. Flowers never pick themselves, so we should give people the what they deserve, like the praise that they deserve, but that doesn't always happen. So sometimes you actually have to go and pick your own flowers and stand in the mirror and tell yourself you're amazing and get yourself back up and do the things that you need to do. So in another song, he says that obviously nobody cares till they're at your tombstone, but he also says that, yeah, they don't care until you're gone, but then after that, the next thing that happens is moving on.
I know the truth is you won't love me until I'm gone, and even then the thing that comes after is moving on.
So why are you going to be stuck caring about what people think and stuck caring about all those stuffs? All you need to do is unburden yourself and focus on your goals.
I can't even party while a nigga pursuing this. Distractions that do you in the truest sense.
Don't get distracted. I know it's harder said than done, but honestly, focus yourself and try and become somebody that limits distractions, limits things that will burden you, and try and do what you can do to reach those goals so that the next year you're not feeling like this. And even if you feel like this again, power through, enjoy your birthday, celebrate it, anything you can do to celebrate it, and get back out there. Use it to restart your year and reinvigorate yourself to go hard again. To end it off, there's this bar that I really love, which is the main bar of this video, whereas there's times when I wish I was where I was, back when I used to wish I was here.
There's times when I wish I was where I was, back when I used to wish I was here.
I proper love that bar because it just makes me think there's a time where I would have done anything and grinded so hard to be where I am now. And sometimes you need to step back and have a look at that, because there was a time where maybe you wanted to have the house you're in now. There was a time where maybe you wanted to have the car that you have now, or have the friends that you have now, and stuff like that. And it's something that I think to myself that, wow, there was a time where I really wanted the car I had now and I didn't know how to get it, but I put in the work and I was able to get there. There was a time where I wanted the house that I've got now, and I did my best to get the house that I've got now with my garden. There was a time I wanted to maybe like look after my family and my sister, etc., and now I'm able to do that. You know, there was a time that I wanted multiple businesses, and that's all I wanted to do. And now that I have that, I'm like, oh wow, like there was a time I wanted all these things and I've made it happen. So it's just more about having that step back and being able to say, do you know what? I've come a long way. I've still got a long way to go. Give yourself some grace. Look around. Yeah. Let me look around and just sometimes just enjoy yourself, especially when it comes to that time of your birthday. So to end off this video, all I'll say is, guys, you've come a long way. There's still a long way to go. Be content with what you have, but you can still push for more. You can be happy with what you have. You can be satisfied with what you have. However, it doesn't mean that you should rest on your laurels and stop here. You can always grind. You can always get better. You can always push more. You can always do these things. So make sure that you do. And when you're listening to music, remember, don't listen to that music blindly. Listen to the words and see if this really aligns with you, and use that as fuel to go and reach your goals and get to where you want to get to next. Peace. Lost in thought.